Here we are in the Anderson tomato patch, and we're pretty much halfway through the season for the tomatoes. And as you can see, they are monsters. They're like almost 6 feet tall. They've like filled the cages up, and tomatoes are starting to produce like crazy. We always try and shoot for having ripe tomatoes about the middle part of July. And this year we were picking about the 4th of July, we were picking ripe tomatoes. So they've been going crazy this year. And so this plant right here is a sun sugar. This is one of my kids' very, very favorite cherry tomatoes. And they are an golden orange color. That one's almost ripe. It's ready to go. Came off the vine fairly easily, but we like them a little bit more golden in color. And this one right here, almost just as big, is a cherry chocolate tomato. We'll pick one of those. And that's what the cherry chocolates look like compared to the sun sugar. So there's a cherry chocolate and a sun sugar. And we've got multiple cherry tomatoes here in our garden to try, as well as a bunch of like large, we've got some heirloom tomatoes as well as some nice producers. Now, the big difference with our tomato plants is not only do we use the compost tea on them, but we use Bigfoot. And Bigfoot is a concentrated mycorrhiza product, and it's got all the different kinds of mycorrhiza in there that the plants need to really be productive. But it also has biochar in there, which creates an environment for beneficial bacteria and for the mycorrhiza to grow in. It's got kelp, it's got humate, it's got worm castings in there, and it's got just the best package of mycorrhiza in there possible. Now, if you're not familiar with the mycorrhiza, what it does is it is a natural organism. It makes a contract or a pact with its host plants. So, the tomato plants, it makes a pact with them, and it says, hey, I will go out and I'll find all the water and all the nutrient that I can find. And the mycorrhiza are very efficient and very effective at transporting that water and that nutrient. In fact, more efficient than the plants are themselves. And it tells the plant, hey, I'll bring you all the water and nutrient that you need, and you digest 10% of it and give it back to me, and I'll go find some more. And so they have a symbiotic relationship where the mycorrhiza are super effective and very, very efficient at bringing the water and nutrient to the plant that it needs, keeps the plant super healthy, makes the plants produce like crazy, and as you can see, makes your plants grow like crazy as well. Then the plant digests some of that nutrient, gives it back to the mycorrhiza, and it goes out and finds more. So it makes the root system double, triple, quadruple, 10 times, 20 times bigger than it would be otherwise. And then it's very, very efficient at bringing the water and nutrient to the plants. So when you use the Bigfoot, your plants will respond. And then we're also giving them the compost tea, makes the plants just grow like crazy. So let's pick some other varieties. So let's take a look back here and see what we can find. I've got some new varieties here to try. And this one right here, this is a very, very new tomato, and it is called the purple tomato. As you can see, it's a purple tomato. And when we cut it open, see, I got my pocket knife, it's purple all the way through. There are no other tomatoes available that are purple all the way through. You can see the interior is purple as well too. So look at that. So this is a very unique tomato. It's called the purple tomato. It's supposed to be one of the most nutritious and healthy fruits that you could possibly eat because of its purple color all the way through. So purple tomato, we've got those here in our garden. And then this one over here is really unique too. This one's called the chocolate sprinkles. Now, the chocolate sprinkles has more of a pear shape to it, but it's got these darker specks on it, so it makes it look like it's got sprinkles all over it. So it's called a chocolate sprinkles. So really cool plants, very, very productive. All of my plants have been producing handfuls of tomatoes already. So between all the cherry tomatoes, we're eating cherry tomatoes like crazy. Our standard tomatoes are all starting to produce as well too. And a big difference on my tomato plants is, bigger cages, because the plants are going to grow 6 to 7 to 8 feet tall and sometimes even bigger. By the end of the season, this plant could be like growing over the top and then cascading all the way down to the ground as well too. So that makes them about 10 feet tall when they're all done. But they just produce and produce and produce until fall. And the key to get them to produce in the late summer, early fall is to make sure they have plenty of heat so that those fruit can ripen up. Stop fertilizing and stop watering. Well, not stop watering, but stop fertilizing around the middle to the latter part of August. So they're not getting any more fertilizer. And then we start to wean them off water a little bit, so they'll stress a little bit in between waterings to get that fruit to ripen up. So last year we didn't even throw hardly any green tomatoes away because they all ripened up. And the key is to make sure there's plenty of heat. Sometimes we'll even cover them with a frost cloth in the fall to keep that heat through the night so that the fruits will continue to ripen up. And if you do those things, you'll have a longer, more extended harvest, and you'll have better quality fruit when you're picking.